Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to movie commentary for dummies. This movie begins with Katniss's sister waking up screaming because she was fearful that she had been picked to be a part of the Hunger Games.
It was me.
By the way, the Hunger Games is a fight to the finish. These TV people come to the district. They pick one boy, one girl. If your name is chosen, you will be a part of that Hunger Game. And there's just one winner, so the chances of you coming back are very slim. These TV people come, right? They choose Katniss's sister. Katniss had already convinced her sister that, look, I know that you had this dream. I know that you're fearful that you will be picked, but trust me, you will not be picked. And they picked her sister. So now she jumping into the role of, no, I cannot. I literally cannot have my sister be a part of this game. I cannot have my sister go and die. And besides, Katniss, she does the bow and arrow thing. She has a better skill. So she volunteers instead of her sister. She's going in the space of her sister. And they pick Peter. So Katniss and Peter from District 12 go into the Hunger Games. She has this friend also, his name is Gail. They might be a thing, or Gail likes her for sure though. And he's like, what if 1 year like nobody watches the Hunger Games? They would have to stop it, but we will find out if that will be a thing.
They just want a good show, that's all they want. If they don't have a bow, then you make one, okay? You know how to hunt.
So the Hunger Game people, they bring Katniss and Peter to this place where food galore. Back home, they had no food. Like, it was really the Hunger Games back home because nobody had any food and they were like poor. So at this place, there was so much food. Peter was here for it. Peter was like, yes, he is here for it. This place is gorgeous, by the way. Comparing to where they're coming from, gorgeous. So now they're meeting their mentor, which is a drunk. But apparently he won the Hunger Games before, so now he is the mentor for Katniss and Peter.
So when do we start?
Oh, so eager.
Peter seemed very eager, and I'm like, Peter, are you aware that you're going to die? Are you aware that they send you to this place to fight to the finish? To the finish. But apparently he already, like, he had the inkling that, okay, I am sent off to the Hunger Games, but I don't expect to come back. Like, I don't expect that I'm going to survive this thing. So the mentor tells them about sponsors and they have to be liked. This is how they get sponsors. People need to like you. People need to be rooting for you. And Peter was all for it. Katniss was like, I don't know how to make people like me. I'm not about to, like, I don't know how to do that. This guy decides to put Katniss in this beautiful fire costume and it looks like this. But now it's time to woo and get sponsors. Katniss went in and she shot the bow. She missed the first time, but she shot it again and nobody paid attention to her. Nobody paid attention to her. So she was like, ciao.
Thank you for your consideration.
She shot the arrow right through the apple and everybody was like, okay, I see you. The lady that went there with Katniss and Peter, she was like, what did you do, Katniss? Why did you do this? She got an 11 while Peter got an 8, so that was good. Apparently they liked it. The white hair guy, I don't know who he is, but he's somebody big in charge. He was furious about this, by the way. Her getting 11 because he was like, give them hope, but don't give them too much hope. And her getting at 11 was too much hope, apparently.
So, contain it.
These people that were at the Hunger Games, they were a little bit too happy for comfort because they were parading around. They were on the TV show. Everybody all happy, everybody being all charismatic and stuff. And I'm like, do you people know that you're here to die though? Do you know that you're here to die though? You're a little bit too happy for comfort. While all these other rich folks just soaking up everything like your game. You're literally here to die, and they're going to watch you die on TV. And it's a game, it's a thing. You're too happy. Reel it back.
Prepared, vicious, I'm ready to go.
The guy who gave her the dress, before Katniss went on, it was like, just go on, be yourself, pretend that you're talking to me, because Katniss was like, I'm not charismatic, I don't know how to make people like me. And he's like, just go on, be yourself, and it will be good. So she went on and she showed off her dress. And everybody loved it. So now it's time for Peter to have his interview. Peter was on this interview talking about how much he liked Katniss, because the interviewer was like, do you have a girl back home or somebody that you like, a crush or whatever? And he's like, she came here with me. So obviously Katniss. So Katniss kind of roughed him up.
What the hell was that? You don't talk to me and then you say you have a crush on me?
Because she was like, you don't talk to me, and you're here telling people that you have a crush on me. You're making me look weak. But they wanted sponsors, so the persons who were on their team was like, this is good, don't sweat it, this is good, this, we can use this to get sponsors, it's cool. So that's what they did. Everybody loved the star-crossed lovers thing that they had going on. They landed on the fields. The people back home, the districts, everybody was scared because they have persons in the Hunger Games, while the rich people, they were soaking everything up. They were having the time of their lives. Everybody was so excited.
37, 36, 35, 34.
And I'm like, people are going to die though. Katniss was in the Hunger Games, but Katniss was not in the Hunger Games, because Katniss was literally going from tree to tree hiding, while everybody else was. There were a group of persons from districts, they were literally just going and killing, and they were having the time of their lives. They were so excited, so excited. And Peter was a part of one of those groups, hunting Cat, and I'm like, Peter, like, what is you doing? What is you doing?
She's gotta come down at some point. That or started that.
So these TV people doing what TV people do, or what reality TV does, burning down trees. They're sending all these things after her to get her from the trees to get into the game, get into the killing, like get into the action.
He is almost at the edge.
Let's turn her around.
Which led her to the group of persons who were so overly zealous about killing. They chased her, she had to go up a tree, they shot at her, and now her leg is injured. Now she is bleeding. And Peter is a part of all this, mind you. Peter, the same Peter who apparently has a crush on her, was a part of this. Night came, they were laying there waiting for her to come down. She chopped this limb off that had killer Jacker. That literally stung these people and killed a few of them. Not everybody, but a few of them died from this. She also got stung, but Rue helped her. It's so sad that Rue ended up dying, but Rue, she was there at the time and she helped her. So now Katniss and Rue were together. They decided that they would come up with a signal. It would basically tell the other person that they're okay. So Katniss went off to blow up the supplies, all the food and stuff. Rue ended up being shot by one of the guys though, so she ended up dying.
You're okay. You're okay. You're okay.
We all knew Rue would die. Like, Rue would just add, it had to happen. We knew she would die. It was sad that she died, but we knew that she was going to die. Now they're telling them that at this point there are a few persons left. So new rule, 2 persons from the same district can win. The mentor convinced them to make Kat the underdog. So they were like, okay, let's have people root for Katniss and Peter. Let's have them root for their love story, basically.
If you can't scare them, give them something to root for. Young love.
Mind you, all of this time, Katniss and Peter were not together. No kind of communication. From they went to that place, no other kind of communication. There were no communication between the two. She found him and he was hurt, so she wanted to help him. At this point I was kind of like, why though? At no part, right? At no part did I see Peter trying to help Katniss. And their love story didn't even develop, but apparently like she's that into him. And I'm like, he's a traitor, because even when the movie finished, they did not convince me that Peter didn't want to hurt her at no point. So I would have left him to die. She didn't though. She didn't. Now she's off to get medicine for Peter because, as I said, Peter is hurt. Peter begs her not to go, but she went anyways, which was a trap. They had a little smooch moment, and oh boy, back home looked hella jealous and stuff. Like, I felt for him. I was kind of rooting for him. Like, Peter was not the guy. Peter was not the guy. Now, when she went to get the medicine, there was this other girl there, which was kicking her butt, by the way.
Now, we're gonna kill you.
This other guy from Rue's district came and helped Katniss because this girl had killed Katniss, and she was kind of braggy about it too, so that was like, end her. And Peter and Katniss, they both get the medicine. They're both okay now, and they're like, okay, it's just the two of us now. Like, we can go home, we can win this. The persons, I said, 2 persons from a district can go home, so they're like, okay, there's hope, we can do this. Of course, the TV persons had to make things more interesting, so they put this animal out. The animal killed the guy that helped Katniss. Now this boy that loved the killing is back again into the picture. There's a fight between him, Katniss, and Peter.
And we both go down and you win.
They killed him. Yes, love to see it, love to see it. They hear the last boom. But then the TV people decide that, you remember when I said that 2 persons can go home from the same district? Yeah, we're not doing that anymore. Peter is like, being the wimp that he is, like, he wouldn't even try. He's like, okay, Katniss, yeah, kill me and be the one that goes home. And she's like, no. They had some birds that would kill them both, and they're like, we'll take this at the same time.
Stop!
But before they could do that, Katniss was like, no, they're not going to win. I am not going to have them win. I'm not going to have them win. We both will die. They decided that they would not kill each other. More like Katniss decided that she would not kill Peter because Peter was ready to die. The TV persons announced, okay, cool, we'll let you both live.
Stop! Stop! I present the winners of the 74th Annual Hunger Games.
They were not happy about it, especially the white-haired guy. He was not happy about it. He would have just preferred to have 1 person live. Somehow we decided that, okay, cool. And that is the end of the Hunger Games. Stay tuned because I will do all 4 of them. So if you're into that, and also this is a movie commentary review. I watched a movie, let's talk about it. If you like this commentary review, whatever this is, then like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned, and I'll see you again.